Hello and welcome to Caravan Escapades. I hope everybody's keeping safe and well. This is kind of a pre-intro to the intro, if that makes sense. What I wanted to do was just put a quick intro in just to tell you a bit about this vlog. This vlog was originally intended to be about our trip to the Bridlington Caravan and Motorhome Club site. It's grown some legs really, and not only is it the visit to the site, I had to go back to work, so my trip back to work, and then basically all the places we visited in the area, so Filey, Robin Hood's Bay, Scarborough, all these sorts of places. So it is a longer than normal vlog, so please feel free to kind of skip through, stop, view the bits you want to do, skip past those bits. But I just wanted to let you know that this is was going to be a vlog about the sort of Bridlington and Bridlington Caravan and Motorhome Club site and kind of surrounding area, but it's grown legs a bit, and I could kind of break it out into smaller vlogs, but I think with this one it just makes sense just to kind of bolt it all together. So it's a bit of a mix and a match, but mainly around that sort of Bridlington area and what we got up to. So sit back, relax and enjoy the vlog. Good morning and welcome to Caravan Escapades. I hope everybody's keeping safe and well. We're off to Bridlington Caravan and Motorhome Club site. We haven't been there before. This is our first time. We were booked there for the summer as kind of a backup, but then we swapped it over to Lou. So Bridlington Caravan and Motorhome Club site. We've just set off, we've just left. This is going to be a slightly different holiday. Claire and Darcy May are going to spend some of it by themselves. I've got to go back to work, so I'm going to head back on the train on Monday, and then basically head back up to them either later in the week or at the end of the week, depending on how I get done. So I'm only going to be able to vlog, while I'm there. But hey ho, you never know. Maybe Claire might give it a go. Let's see what happens. She's smiling and laughing. Maybe she will, maybe she won't, but let's see if she'll do some vlogging while we're away. So we'll come back to you shortly with the site arrival and we'll catch up with you in a bit. Well, welcome back. We're nearly at Bridlington Caravan and Motorhome Club site. It's not been too much of a bad journey up here. Sorry, I'm just sorting myself out. It's not been too much of a bad journey. We stopped at Starbucks. We do like our Starbucks. We're not sponsored by Starbucks, by the way, but if Starbucks want to sponsor us, we won't be sad about that one. So no, we stopped, grabbed a toastie, etc., a bit of cake and a coffee from Starbucks. As I say, we're probably about a mile away now, so we've not been to this site before. In fact, I can't even remember if I've actually been to Bridlington itself before. I'm sure I must have at some point, maybe as a child, that sort of thing, but who knows. So we're just about to arrive, so it should be just up here on the left hand side, and looking at the sign, I think this is it here. So easily enough found and seen. Must be places to walk, as there seem to be a few people having a wander.
Oh, it's busy.
Yeah, so it might take us a little bit of time to check in. We seem to have a queue, so we'll come back to you shortly. So there's quite a queue this morning, or in the afternoon. It's just gone 12, so we arrived about 5 to 12, so I kind of understand that. So there's still quite a few behind us, but it is Saturday, so it could be a bit of a sort of changeover day. But from first looks like a very nice, clean, smart site. I know they had some refurbishment and overhaul done, I think it was last year, and I think it kind of reopened this year. So yeah, all looks good, so we shall come back to you shortly. So let's take you for a wander around the site. It's Sunday morning, it is a little bit blowy, so hopefully you can see me all right without too much wind noise, or hear me all right without too much wind noise. So basically the approach to the site is very much like this. You've got your offices and your checking area,
on the left hand side, and when we were checked in yesterday it was all done from the car. There is visitors parking on the right hand side, however currently that can be quite busy, so I think you've got to pre-book that and just check with the site before you come along. The site's a large site, as I've said before. It's a very clean and newly refurbished or modernised site, split into two main areas, and what we'll do is we'll take a wander around the site shortly. There is also storage on the site. Storage on the left hand side there, quite a large storage area, and as I say, the site's split up into two main areas, and then you've got a little offshoot of each main area, about three, I think 3 or 4 per site. You've got two main shower blocks, and we'll take a look around those when we get to them. So you've got the Warden's caravans on the left hand side as we start to walk up, and here on the right hand side is one of the first sort of, I don't know what you call them, but of circles, ovals, that sort of stuff. They've got a few caravans on there, but as you can see from the pictures, they're all very clean, very spacious, definitely plenty of space. Motorhome service point here, a standard motorhome service point, and these are the facilities. So we'll take a quick wander around. There are 2 of these blocks, pretty much the same. So you've got the ladies' ones there, you've got a service toilet, so I kind of guess that's the toilet you use. Laundry area, take my wander in there. So you've got a dryer, you've got a washing machine and a couple of sinks. So you've got your laundry area there. Baby and toddler washroom, we have got a key for that, but I haven't brought it with me. So again, it's the family washroom, so you've got the baby and toddler washroom, various staff only bits, disabled toilets, and then you've just got your washing up area in there, so your normal sinks, that sort of thing, and then the gents washrooms. Your standard, your shower blocks, that sort of stuff. Your ours, but as you can see, all very, very clean, very tidy. The other shower block has the same facilities, but is a different shape, slightly different layout, that sort of stuff. So again, we'll head back onto the main track. But again, another one of those looped areas that you sort of come round. And we're still on the sort of left hand side of the site. There's a Bug Hotel over there. Seems to be quite a popular thing now on caravan and motorhome club sites, is the Bug Hotels. We've got another looped area on the left hand side here. Oh, it looks like we're going to go for a wander around this one. I think Darcy May wants to have a ride around. But again, some of them are smaller, some of them bigger. Some pitches bigger than others as well. I did read that the Caravan and Motorhome Club site here will accommodate outfits up to 10 metres, but I think what they've said is let them know in advance and they can pre-allocate a pitch for you. Again, these pitches are quite short here compared to the ones we're on, but still reasonably wide. There's a pair of them go chasing away up the road. It was me in front, but it's now them. Seems this side of the site you need to have or you need to use your aerial leads plug into the post, where we're not having to do that on our side or over here by the looks either. So it just seems to be in that section. It must be some form of dead spot. Again, so we're just getting up to the top of what is the left hand side of the campsite, so the top area, and just on the left here is the children's playground. Plenty of bits of equipment, all new modern clean equipment as well. There's different things. Not sure what the gate the other side is. I think it's the dog walk that goes all the way around the back. Yeah, so that's the way back from the dog walk. The dog walk starts, I think, on the left hand side, so quite a large dog walk. All over this area. So we come out of the children's park. This is a sort of dog walking area on the left hand side. Quite a large area, different paths to go. As I say, it goes round past the children's play park, and then we take a wander down to the other side of the site, onto the right hand side. It's kind of a link road at the top. It is one way. Once you get up here, it's two way as you walk up, but that's kind of the only point. The rest of it, once you get from there, is one way. I've left Claire and Darcy mate on the park. They're spending a bit of time playing while I carry on wandering around and doing a bit of a vlog. And here we move into the right hand side of the site. This is sort of the top end, top section. There is another big sort of open grassed area here. What's this called? Oh, tent area. So obviously tent area and play area. Tent area, sorry, and play area. So obviously during drier times they do put tents out here as well. So not quite a large area for tents yet, so you can put tents in here, I'm guessing. So yeah, tent area, but it doesn't look like there's any hookup, so non-hookup area for tents, and picnic tables, and I guess for playing football, flying kites, that sort of stuff. So there are service pitches on both sides of the site. There's a handful, mainly on this site at this top end. So fully serviced pitches there, as normal, marked with the red pegs. So we're just walking down around the site again. They've obviously had enough on the park. There they are behind me. So the loop on the left hand side is a bit like a double loop. You sort of go in, come round, or you go in and go all the way around to the top and then sort of back out again. And that's the other toilet block on the left hand side. Again, as modern, as new as the other one. Same facilities, just laid out in a slightly different way. All got children's bathrooms as well, or family bathrooms, mums and toddlers bathrooms. So I think actually this is one of the areas you can, if you're driving, drive in. Another motorhome service point there, so there's a motorhome service point on each side. But it's a clean site, we like it. Certainly doesn't look tired and worn. It's not like some other caravan and motorhome club sites, but I have to say, even those that do look tired and worn, invariably are very clean and well kept, and are just waiting a refurbishment and upgrade. Again, there's the blocks there. You can still see the evidence on the floor of the blue lines where you had to queue to use the facilities. So we're going to take a wander back round. You would normally carry on if you were driving back round and follow that round again, and then you can come into the bottom loop So we're going to take a wander down here to the bottom loop, and this is where we're staying. Take a wander around this way, but again, normal facilities. You've got your normal recycling and your wastewater, grey water, as well as your toilet emptying point, or the chemical waste point, or the LSAN point as I like to call it. So again, if you were driving around, this is the area to be driving, but you can see how flat. I mean, they've obviously gone to quite a bit of effort to level out the pitches as well. Although they might not be 100% level, they are a lot better than a lot of sites that I've been on. You can see they're a good size, reasonably deep, reasonably wide. Some of those on the corner you get a little bit more area. You get nice grassed areas beside and in front of you, sorry, beside and behind you as well. So that way to the right there is back down to the main entrance and the reception area, and back over to the first site. You can see down the bottom there the block. And again, as we wander back around this way, you can see the pitches, but maybe, you know, this one's not quite as deep as some of those others over there, but still wide, clean, relatively weed free. And this is our pitch here. You can see it with the flags blowing in the wind. We don't like to go without the flags up. So you can see we have a little bit of a fenced area beside us, but then quite a big grassed area behind. Not that we really use it for anything, but you can see a very large sort of grassed area. And again, standard poles that you would get, standard power points that you would get at caravan and motorhome club sites. So overall, a very nice site. The only real problem we found while I've been here is flies. We've had a real problem with flies, to be fair. Not really the site's fault, I'm guessing. Maybe just one of those things. I'm surprised with it being so cold as well. We've got so many flies. They've been getting in the awning, in the caravan, that sort of stuff. So we're going to get something today just to try and keep those flies at bay. But I can say that's the only problem we've really had with the site. So hope you enjoyed that. That was your site tour. So we decided to come down to Filey, have a bit of a wander around and look around Filey. It's just stopped raining. It is quite nice here. There's Claire and Darcy May just getting ready in the car. And we'll see how we get on. Okay, well, I'm not sure how this is going to work out. This is the first time using the new Insta360 1x2 camera. It's supposed to be recording on 3D all the way around. Sorry, not 3D, but 360. So I'm going to have a go at editing this, see how it works out. But this is here, down in Filey, walking towards the beach, near the gift shop, that sort of stuff. So we'll have a check, see how that works out. So I've just walked into one of the arcades really, just to see what sort of effect I can get from the 360 camera. So I'm just going to have a bit of a wander around.
What you want?
So we'll see what this is like with me walking down, see what sort of effect you get. Walk round through the fishing boat. just taking a walk away from the beach area, as you can see down over there, and we're going to wander up into the town. Some kite surfers out there by the looks. But yeah, we're going to wander up the hill into the town. So we just come up the hill. Bit of a steep walk, a little bit out of breath. Need to get back on that keto diet. But into the town centre. So we'll have a wander around Filey town centre, see what we think. So kind of one end of the high street, up to the other. I think if we go to the bottom and turn left, there's a little street there, and we'll have a wander down this way, see what we can find down here. So we stopped, grabbed some lunch at one of the cafes just on the street down there, Kaylee's Cafe. It was alright, it was nice, filled a spot, so we just kind of wandered up this way, just so you can see the other kind of bit of Filey. The odd little street with various different shops going off the side and that sort of thing. This is Bishop's Doggy Deli. Obviously a few places getting ready for Halloween. As you can see, that goes all the way up. And then back down, you can see the sea in that direction. So that's Filey for you. So we're just wandering back to the car. We've kind of cut through a little maze of footpaths and steps and that sort of stuff, and we're just kind of heading down now. You can't really see it from over here, but just over there is the steps, and we're going to come out, or the beach side, we're going to come out roughly where we parked, or very near where we parked, by the sort of toilets. So yeah, it's been a nice few hours around Filey. Shame the weather's not a bit better, but what can you expect for the end of October? There we go, so this is where we're coming out here, as you can see, back near the front. So we're going to head off. I think we're talking about possibly heading over to Scarborough now, or maybe back to the caravan, so who knows. Give you one last view of the beach. See you in a bit. So we've moved on from Filey, we've come down to Scarborough. We thought we'd have an hour or so down here, maybe grab a coffee, nice coffee, bit of cake, that sort of stuff. Trying to make the most of the time while we're here, really. Claire and Darcy may have obviously got the rest of the week, but I get on a train tomorrow to head back to Nottingham for work during the week. So yeah, have a wander around Scarborough. Scarborough? Never heard of Scarborough. Have a wander around Scarborough and let's see what we can find. So for those that have not been to Scarborough, it's a typical seaside town, amusements, fish and chip shops, candy floss, all that sort of stuff. So, again, probably very different place during the summertime. We've got the harbour over there, you can see that. And there's kind of a south shore and a north shore. The north shore is more of a beach area, south side, where you've got your sort of fishing boats, that sort of thing. It's kind of like an outcrop. There's kind of like a bit of sticky out land. You've got the harbour on the south side, and then you kind of drive around it. There's lots of parking on there, and then go round to the north side where there's a beach and a few other things as well. So we're going to head and try and grab a cup of coffee, and we'll see you in a bit. Well, it's stopped raining, it's a little bit more pleasant now. We're just going to carry on having a bit of a wander down around Scarborough. There's one of the new Defenders. Very nice. Not really seen one, or I've seen them up close, but I haven't sort of driven one yet. I did consider one of those once the Discovery started to become unreliable. But then when I saw the GLS, I thought, no, let's go for that. So very much again another traditional seaside type town. There's the gang, and we'll see in a bit. So we're just at the kind of north side of the south side of Scarborough, where the kind of beach, sorry not Whitby beach, where the sort of front ends and that rocky bit or road bit that goes round, the outcrop goes round, and then you get the kind of beach area on the other side. So you've got the harbour down there. We're going to have a quick look over here, see what it's like. Everyone look, careful my hat doesn't blow off. It looks like there's some sorts of pleasure boats type things, party boats. So the tide's out of this section. A few pleasure boats here compared to Bridlington. Yeah, it's quite a protected harbour area really. And out that way to the sea. We're just down on the beach on the south shore of Scarborough. It's not bad for a October weekend or late October weekend. At least it's stopped raining now. It's a little bit cold, but it's not too bad. A few families out. And the lifeboat station at the end there. And Claire and Darcy May all wrapped up, having a walk on the beach. So I'm on the first leg of the journey back after leaving Claire and Darcy May. So I've just gone on the train to catch and swapping over at York and then heading back down to Nottingham. She did say she's going to try and do some filming while I'm away, so let's see if she does and see what we can add to the vlog. So just made my next connection, bit of a rush, had to run across York Station, but I got there with kind of a minute to spare. So next stop Newark, and we'll see you later on.
I'm going to record. So this morning, Darcy May and I are off to the lifeboat station at Flamborough Head. So as you can see, it's just a little way down this road. So today is Wednesday and Darcy May and I are off to Flamborough Head to the lighthouse. As you can possibly see, oops, maybe not, we're just going past the trees.
Now you can see it.
Now you can see it.
I think this is the bumpy. There's an old lighthouse where it's really bumpy.
It's not easy because Mummy hasn't got the holder for the camera. So, unfortunately, I'm having to hold it in my hand on the steering wheel. Oh, looks like the tide's in, Darcy May.
Oh no! So we could walk on the beach. Well, at least we can still do the French book, can't we, Mum?
Yeah, we can do your French homework. Not sure how much you can see, but there's extremely spectacular views here. And here's the lighthouse.
Yeah, but don't come out after your lunch because there's a school bus coming.
That was yesterday when we found this place, wasn't it?
And just see on that
Here
side,
we go.
there's a telescope what we might go on.
There is, and there's a pay and display car park just around this corner. We'll come back to you in a moment. So, like I said, Darcy and I have come to Flamborough Head to the lighthouse. This is what we can see. there, Darcy, mate. It said on the internet, but whether they are at the moment because of
Which way
COVID.
shall we go? Shall we go up the lighthouse or straight down?
Straight down, just so we can do some filming. Wow, look at that.
Whoa, well, look at the sun. It's very bright.
It's very bright, isn't it? Chalky cliffs.
You don't want to walk around well, do you the place
The lighthouse. Or wellies are a good idea. Oops, watch the stinging nettles. Keep going.
So what's out of them? We're at the front of the lighthouse.
I think we are around the other side, aren't we, where the cafe is?
Oh, yeah.
And in the distance we can see the golf course and a pathway going down to the little beach.
That's where we can go. Maybe after we've gone on the lighthouse we can go down there, maybe.
Quite possible. Just there is a lovely restaurant and tea rooms. We've just been there and had a cup of tea, a piece of cake to warm up. I highly recommend. Can't comment on the rest of the food, even though it did look very nice. Breakfast rolls, breakfasts, and people were having sandwiches and things. Like I say, did look very nice, but can't comment because we didn't have any. There's a little kiosk that appears to sell ice creams, lollies, soft drinks, and possibly even hot drinks on a warmer day. And then there's a view back round to the car park, across the green, headland again looking out over the golf course. There is a pathway, what appears to be possibly steps down to the little cove in front of me. It does appear to be rather steep. We might give it a go, but we'll have a look how steep it is with me having Darcy May with me. Sign here saying the access to the beach by this pathway can be extremely hazardous. Exercise with care. So hazardous, very dangerous. It's quite steep, and like I say, I'm not sure if it's a proper pathway with steps or we'll find whether it's just a muddy track. We shall take and explore and see how far we get.
Go.
Careful, sweetheart, it's slipping.
Go on the steps because the path, because the straight path is really back to the steps, really slippery, so don't go on them.
It is. It's quite a few brambles as well, isn't there? Let's just go back this way, see if there's a oh, careful, it is really slippy. Come back this way, let's see if there's a better pathway going this way.
There might not.
No, it's quite muddy and quite slippy, so we might just need to be careful.
Oh, mate.
Oh, this might be better, Darcy May.
Well, I still want to go on that one.
Look, there's some proper steps here, look.
I don't want to go on this one.
Well, the other one's slippy and lots of brambles. Just be careful on this one.
So if you come this way, don't go straight on, because that's not very good. Come left, or if you're left-handed.
Careful, because these are narrow.
Go on that side. Go on this
Yeah.
side, you're right-handed.
Go on then, keep stepping down. Right, we'll go round this corner, then we'll stop filming for a moment and see where we can get to. It looks like it probably just weaves its way down to the cove, so we'll have a look and come back to you. Oh, look at the golf course. This path we've found is much better than the first one. The first one was like slabs and extremely slippy with green, slimy, mossy stuff and mud, and very narrow with lots of brambles. This one's more of a rubbly path with proper steps in it, so far better.
Sometimes it's a bit slippy and still on the same path, on the different path, so be careful. And the big steps, so jump.
It is. No, don't jump in case you slip.
Yeah, but I'm going to jump. And I don't slip.
Wow, what lovely views. Look at this. Wow. Now we have heard you can see the puffins here, but we haven't seen any as of yet. But we do know for sure the puffins are at Bempton Cliffs,
Yeah.
so we're definitely going to explore there shortly, aren't
With
we?
you.
Here we go, look, working our way round to the beach.
But don't go up that way, because that takes you back. Because I can see the lighthouse.
Okay, just be careful, because now it's going to get to some metal steps, look. It's like checker plate, so be careful, it might be a bit slippy. Hold on to the railings
Yeah.
and we'll finish filming for a moment so we can go down. So we've made it, and this is what we've found. Lovely little cave to come and explore. Very beautiful, as you can see. And that's where we walked. I don't know if you can see on the cliff face, there's lots of big stones, and people have wrote their names on them and placed them along the cliffs going back up the steps. So that's one thing we're going to have to do by the look of it. Darcy May is eager to write her name and pop it on the cliff face. So that's our little stones done. It's rather hard with the chalky stones to write on the other stones. But there we go, we've got Darcy May and Mummy, caravan escapades, and a lovely little one that Darcy May's made. Well, we have now moved along a little bit and come along to Bempton Cliffs. We've just pulled up in the car park, and this is the view you can see. Oh, there's some geese taking off in the distance. And we're just going to go across the car park through the archway and have a look. It's actually an RSPB nature reserve, so we'll go and see what we can find. So we've just been into the RSPB Information Centre, used their facilities, paid for a Halloween trail, which we're now on.
Yeah, and we've got a book. And we've
Oh
got,
yes, we've been given a magazine, haven't we?
Yeah.
So this is where we are.
We're holding this that way, but that's not. So we're holding the Halloween map, but that's not how we go. We're going down here, and then we're going to the corner, then we're going to go up to an X, then we're going to go down, back,
We are, aren't we? We had a little bit of sad news though, didn't we? Because the volunteers that work here informed us that it's not puffin season at the moment. So Darcy May was a bit disappointed that we can't see the puffins, but apparently we're going to see lots of other bits, so that doesn't matter. So we'll get back to you shortly as we head on our journey. Shh. Well, that's us finished now. We've completed the Halloween trail.
Yeah, but
unfortunately,
it blowed away.
yep, Darcy May's map blew away at the Troll Bridge and we lost it into the headlands, so we had no idea where we were going. Volunteers sent us in one direction. Somebody told us we were going totally wrong, so we've totally screwed it up, retracked, found clues, headed back to the information centre, handed our map in, and we are now heading back to the car, just retracing our steps back up to the final clue number 5.
Because we didn't find the spider or the selfie then.
We didn't, so we're going to go and find where to do the selfie, aren't we? And then we're finished for the day and heading home, I think, to play some games and
And
have
maybe,
something to eat.
yeah, because I'm a bit hungry now.
Okie dokie, let's...
Well, I'm on my way back to Claire and Darcy May, starting off at Newark in York and now next stop Seamer. So I should be back with them within about an hour. So back on the train for my last leg to Seamer, where I'll be picked up by Claire and Darcy May.
So it's Thursday morning and look where we are.
Daddy's coming home.
Daddy's coming back. Any minute now, Daddy will be on his way. Well, say on his way, I don't mean on his way, he'll be pulling in. Here he comes on the train.
Yeah.
Stand here.
I saw a black phone with a black case and I saw wrinkly hands.
Sorry, give me hands.
That would be Daddy.
Where's he gonna be? Where's he gonna be?
I'm next to you now, Mummy.
Wait a minute.
I think he's down there. Daddy! Daddy, what the telescope?
So less than an hour ago I got off the train from Seamer coming up from Newark. After working away, I'm back with Claire and Darcy May and we've just come to Robin Hood's Bay. If you can see the beautiful view over there.
Daddy, shall we go down or up?
We've got to go down, but we walk down the other way because it's a nicer way through the town. So we literally are just going to walk down to Robin Hood's Bay and we'll see you in a bit. Just a little view for you as we walk down. For those of you who do fancy coming to Robin Hood's Bay, it is very steep. So be prepared, and they don't really allow vehicles down the bottom, and there's very little turning space for anybody as well. We've spent a few evenings in the Laurel Inn on previous visits.
What are you doing, Daddy? Oh no.
So we've just had a very nice coffee and a piece of cake at El Estel, so if you're ever this way I would definitely recommend dropping in. So we're just coming down towards the end of the road really into the harbour area of Robin Hood's Bay. If I remember correctly, yeah, there we go, you see. As we kind of wander down here. So down at the bottom, and what do you get? An ice cream van. So we've just walked down to another area, just round and up across the top. It's called the Mosaic Seawall. So there's different mosaics, all to do with footprints, different things. And there's a view out to the sea. It's a lovely day for the end of October. Not too windy. A little bit blustery, but not too windy. Very nice. Nice little alleyway, just sort of down the bottom around the top, down towards a restaurant or eatery type of place. But very typical of Robin Hood's Bay with these houses and the narrow lanes and that sort of thing. But all very nice. I wonder what's going to appear around the corner. Nice couple of hours in Robin Hood's Bay, and we're just heading back to the car now, and I think we're going to move on to Whitby. We do like to get about a bit when we're on our caravan trips away. As predicted, we've ended up in Whitby, so we've come down to Whitby. We're going to have a wander around, see what's what. It's probably a bit windy. I'm on the Insta-Go too, so you might struggle a little bit to hear me, but we'll bring you a little bit of footage. There's a piratey type ship here, which looks like a restaurant, into the harbour. So we'll see in a bit. Well, here we are in Whitby, and guess what? We've met one of our subscribers.
Oh yeah.
How are we doing? All right.
Bob on, yeah.
Good. Are you having a good time?
Wonderful.
Excellent.
Beautiful place.
Yeah. No, we just got here. I had to go away to work or back to work, but I left Claire. We're stopping down in Bridlington at the minute, so the vlog will be coming soon of you in Bridlington. Keep a look out.
Absolutely.
Nice one. And thank you very much
No
for your
problem.
subscription.
No worries.
Perfect. Well, we just come down on the Endeavour, which is the tall ship, just as you walk into Whitby. So it looks quite nice down here. And we'll basically see what it's like. So our food's just arrived. Looks very, very tasty. I've got the cheesesteak burger. Claire's got the barbecue chicken burger. And Darcy May has got the chicken nuggets and chips. So it all looks very, very nice. We'll let you know. So I've just finished my dinner, absolutely lovely. As you can see, it's all gone. Claire's working her way through hers. Darcy May's having her chicken nuggets and chips. She's certainly enjoying that. It was very, very nice, very worth it. Only disappointing side, I guess, is the time that it took to get here. But we were warned about that before we came down. They told us it was sort of a 30-minute plus waiting time. So it wasn't that we didn't know that. It was our choice whether we wanted to sit and wait. But yeah, very, very good. So I can recommend the HM Bar, I think it's HM Bark Endeavour, just in Whitby. We're just going to walk down to the seafront, which is down this way, or say the seafront, but down to more of the sort of harbour area, that sort of stuff. Down the side streets here is kind of off up into Whitby town, so your normal sort of town centre, that sort of thing. This way down towards the harbour entrance, as it kind of opens out a bit, you can see the swing bridge there when the larger vessels come through. Range of your normal sort of shops, various things. Lifeboat over there. So as probably most of you know, Whitby's famous for Dracula, so they do have the Bram Stoker's Dracula experience here in Whitby.
It's not come up in conversation last week when we met.
Worth a stop by. As we've got Darcy May, I think we'll give that one a miss. So we're just heading down, and Darcy May's got a pocket full of 2p's which she wants to get rid of in the arcade, so I can see her going in the arcade to lose a few of her 2p's. Well, we've walked down to Whitby, to the harbour entrance, or almost towards the harbour entrance. As you can see, very busy, must admit very busy considering it's like October weekend, or in fact not even weekend, it's October, it's a Thursday, last Thursday in October. I suppose possibly because it's half-term week, that sort of thing as well, but still very, very busy. I think probably previously, when we've not had all the staycations and things like that, probably not been quite as busy, but the weather's great, to be fair. It's quite mild, in fact, certainly for how late it is in the year. I'm sure that will all change at some point. Yeah, very nice day, and nice to be out in a very picturesque and beautiful Whitby with the Abbey. You can see the Abbey up there on top of the hill. Coming down near the harbour entrance, and just to the left is the beach. So the tide's out, quite a nice beach. Sure, it's a very different scene during the warmer summer months. There's Whitby Beach for you. Well, Claire's just been attacked by a seagull, although she's making a huge big deal out of it. It didn't take your finger, it just took it down. So there's Claire moaning about being attacked by a seagull. It did come, I did warn her though, because I could see it going for her. I did say, Claire, watch out.
Yeah, what am I to watch out?
Stood there.
I must watch out for another member.
So that's a bit of an adventure we've had. But I thought I'd give you a look as we walk down the bottom, give you a look back towards Whitby, how picturesque it all is. So I don't know how well you might be able to hear me because it's going to get a bit windy, but here we are, we're taking a walk across the swing bridge. I'm going to wander over to the other side, maybe have a wander down to the lifeboat station. Sometimes I find it very similar, I think, Whitby to Lewin, Cornwall. I suppose it's the bridge and that sort of stuff. It's got its similarities there in different places, but I'm going to compare them both. As you come over the bridge, take a left, you kind of walk down this little shopping alley with the various different gift shops, that sort of stuff, and chain store shops. But surprised how busy it is. I know it is October half term. It's the last Thursday in October. It just does seem quite busy. We've taken a wander across the other side, as you can see now. We're over the other side. Have a quick look at some lifeboat. Quick look from the other side. Yeah, there's quite a maze of shops and lanes over this side. I don't know whether you can see behind me and up there. We'll take a bit of a wander around, see what we come across. We've got about an hour and a half before we've got to get back to the car for the parking. But I must admit I'd forgotten there was so much over this side.
Oh my word.
But it's very, very crowded.
It's a sweet shop.
So we're wandering back down. But we just bumped into Richard again, our subscriber. So good to see you again, Richard. Richard's now liking us on our Facebook page. So if you didn't know, we've got a Facebook page as well. So if you just search Facebook for Caravan Escapades, click on join, we'll accept you and you can be part of our friendly Facebook group. So we've come out of the lane, wandered down, very, very busy. And then we're going to head back across the swing bridge, down that way. We'll probably head back towards the car. So maybe we'll do tea or something first. Well, since we've been here, certainly we've tried and checked out all the places north of Bridlington. So we've been to Robin Hood's Bay, we've been to Whitby, that's it, Whitby, Filey, that sort of stuff. So we thought today we'd try south. So we've come to a place called Hornsea. Never been here before. Whoa, there's a, sorry you missed that. Basically the sea is currently kind of coming up and splashing up over the sea wall. So this is Hornsea, never been here before, but it's a typical sort of Yorkshire seaside town, quite a small one, or it certainly looks quite a small one. A little bit windy and breezy today, but yeah, let's see what we can find at Hornsea. So we're just wandering down onto the beach at Hornsea. Yeah, it's a sandy, sort of stony beach. Obviously today, being a cold, wintry, blustery day, probably doesn't show it in its best light. But yeah, it's soft sand with some stones and stuff like that. So I would have thought on a summer's day, on a summer's morning, it'll probably be quite good. Hornsea, yeah, we've been here about 5 minutes and I think we've probably seen most of it. Doesn't seem sort of a great deal here. I mean, there's a new state-of-the-art leisure centre which looks really, really good. But there's the odd arcade, chip shop, that sort of stuff, but not a great deal more really. Maybe I'm getting it wrong, maybe I'm missing bits. Maybe bits of the town centre are slightly different. I'm sure in the summer it could be great. It's nice to get out and have a look round anyway. But it's nice to be out by the coast when it's blustery and windy. Blow away the cobwebs, as they say. So yeah, that's Hornsea. We'll have a bit more of a wander around and see what we can find. See if we can find somewhere to have a nice cup of coffee. Well, we've walked up kind of to the other end along the promenade on the seafront. There isn't a lot along here, but you know what? The beach isn't bad at all. I mean, considering it's an October morning, in fact almost it's the last Friday in October, it is a bit blustery and you might not be able to hear me, but it is lovely. The sun's just kind of breaking through on this autumn morning through the clouds. The sea's a little bit rough, but the beach isn't too bad. You know, a mixture of sort of soft sand and stones and that sort of stuff, so I'm sure on a summer's day it'll be quite nice. Certainly for a day out, whether for a full holiday to Hornsea, I'm not quite sure. But we'll wander back along the beach, see what we can find the other end. I don't know whether you'll be able to hear me with the wind, but we've wandered up to the far end of where we sort of dropped ourselves off. So we're up the other end of Hornsea now. As you can see, we've been all the way up there and wandered all the way back. The sea is incredibly rough at the minute, but quite spectacular. And then we kind of just wandered back round this way, and we're going to wander up the top and see if we can find a cafe or something similar, so we can have a nice brew and maybe a bit of cake. So that's Hornsea for you. So we've come down the road to Withernsea. Yeah, it's very much the same as kind of Hornsea really. Nice enough beach, another blustery day. Lovely if you just want to come and have a walk out on the beach, enjoy the surroundings. We've got fishermen on the beach this time, which we didn't have up at Hornsea. So yeah, not too bad. We'll go and see what the promenade's like. So we've just walked up from the beach. This is kind of the promenade area. So up that way, and then you've got a few shops and things, and then housing, that sort of stuff down that way. So we'll come back to you shortly. So one of the things Withernsea is famous for is its White Lighthouse. The White Lighthouse is actually situated in the town. I don't know whether you can see it over there. So you can see the lighthouse. So that can be seen out to sea. I'm not sure whether it's still in use or what have you, but it's also sort of prominent as you're driving up towards Withernsea. You can see it there. So that's the White Lighthouse of Withernsea. Just back from the seafront, you've got kind of a small park area with like a bandstand sort of thing, or a place where they probably during the summer they have live music and various concerts on, that sort of stuff. A small play park, and then you've got your sort of standard arcades, that sort of thing. So we thought we'd walk a bit further along just to get a better sort of view and look at the lighthouse. Surprisingly, the lighthouse is a little bit inland. You know, we've kind of walked through the town back there and then kind of walking up here, but I guess the thing is it's very flat around here, and you're going to at least see the light from quite a way away. Is it still a working lighthouse? I have no idea. It could even be turned into somebody's home for all I know. But it's quite an impressive structure. Strange to see really. In fact, I'm going to cross over on the other side of the road. It's kind of like in the middle of a row of terraced houses. So it is quite a strange thing to see. As you can see there, literally the houses, lighthouse, houses. So yeah, Withernsea. It's actually a guest house. Again, I knew nothing about this, didn't even really know that Withernsea had anything like that. But it's tea rooms, open during lighthouse hours with indoor and garden seating, serving drinks, snacks. So the Withernsea Lighthouse Museum is now closed to the winter except for our Halloween presentation. So there is a museum there, local history. But that is the Withernsea Lighthouse. There is an information centre in there.
Oh, it's closed for the winter then.
Well, I think the thing is Halloween at Fright House. So basically they're doing a Halloween thing on on Sunday. But that is the lighthouse there. Like I say, very strange to kind of see it right in the middle of the housing estate on a terrace road. But it's normally £3 adult entry, child £2. So if you are this way, probably worth a visit. I guess you can go up the top, so there'll be good views from up there.
I want to go in it.
Well, unfortunately, Dulcimay, we can't. It's closed.
It's closed for the winter.
You can get in it actually.
It says here.
There is a tourist information thing down here, so we'll have a look down here.
Look, it says here.
Yeah, all the way up there. So we wandered back down into town. That was the lighthouse. What else there is to see at Withernsea, I'm not sure. Again, typical sort of seaside-y type town. Difficult to explain really. Nice beach. Town centre, okay. It's kind of arcades and all that sort of stuff. So it really depends what you're after. Perfect for a lovely walk along the beach. You know, if you want the arcades, you can get the arcades. Arcades are not really kind of our thing, but to be fair, while we've been away, I got a bit addicted to this sort of 2p machines where you'll drop the coins and all those sorts of things. But yeah, I think what we'll probably do is we're probably going to jump back in the car and head back towards Bridlington now. So we've come along to Bridlington. I did take some footage at Bridlington on Saturday, I think Saturday evening. I don't know what happened, but somehow some of that got deleted. So we've just come back from, where have we been, Claire? Not Hornsea.
Withernsea?
No.
Withernsea.
Withernsea. We've just got back from Withernsea and we're going to stop back at Bridlington. We've not been to this side of Bridlington yet. It's actually very picturesque, very nice. I mean, the beach looks absolutely gorgeous at the moment. Very, very nice. This is kind of the south side area. So there's definitely lots of nice bits along here. Very nice promenade, actually. Very nice promenade. There's the Bridlington Spa. I think that's like the theatre, the RNLI shop, the lifeguards. Claire's looking for the toilet, so there is a toilet just down there. I think she's busting for a wee.
Me?
Yeah, you're
Yeah, of course I am. I'm a woman, I always need the toilet, don't I?
busting for a wee, so she's gone off to the toilet. So I think we might take a wander up this way, see what we can find. I'm just at the top end of the promenade here at Bridlington. You're probably not sure if you can hear me because of the wind's taking my breath away, but it really is a lovely spot. It's a lovely promenade. There's a paddling pool, there's beach huts. The beach is absolutely gorgeous. You know, plenty of public conveniences. It's all nice and clean. Certainly on the south side of Bridlington, this is definitely worth a stop by. Definitely even just have a sort of wander along the beach. Definitely worth coming along. So yeah, very, very nice indeed. Very well thought of. All relatively clean. I guess it's only been here for a few years, but yes, worth stopping by.
You do know you're going to moan me.
So just come down on the beach. Thought I'd give you a bit of a show of the beach. It's absolutely beautiful. It's gorgeous. Again, I just forget that it's probably the last Friday in October. It's late October. The weather's great. Certainly for this time of year. Yes, it's cold, it's breezy, it's blustery, but what a gorgeous area. So we're going to take a wander along the beach and we'll catch up with you in a bit. We just walked a bit further down towards the harbour area just to give you sort of a bit of a look. So that's the harbour down there. Obviously quite a few pleasure craft in there, but you can see there still is a fishing fleet over on the right hand side. Fish market at the top there, and we did see them the other night kind of unloading. It's quite interesting to watch because you get the big trucks reversing down that edge.
You watching, Daddy?
So yeah, so there is Bridlington Harbour. See you in a bit. Not sure if you can hear me with the wind. We're just having a wander down into the harbour. So it's quite a big harbour compared to some places. There's a big fishing market over there, so there's a few fishing boats. Doesn't seem to be many pleasure boats about, I must admit. But there we go, let's take a look. So there's some big fishing boats. That must be the fish market over there where all the fish are landed. There's a few pleasure boats over that way. So that's Bridlington Harbour for you. So we're just on the north side of the harbour now. Again, it's not too bad. It's more sort of fairy and arcadey up at this side. Down through here, just behind me, is the other side of the port. Well, the harbour, should I say, the fishing harbour. So down there. But yeah, not too bad at all, really. So two kind of quite different sides, a bit more chilled out, relaxed at the side, nice beaches, that sort of stuff, and this side is more your kind of arcades, fairs, all that sort of stuff. So we'll see you in a bit. We're just going to go and find an Indian takeaway, I think. Well, not a takeaway, sit down. Quite fancy an Indian, so we're going to see what we can find. So you probably can't see me particularly well, but we've just been to Masala Indian restaurant in Bridlington. Very, very nice food.
And you give you chocolate.
And they give you chocolates, Darcy said, down in the basement.
That's the basement.
Food's absolutely exceptional. What I would say is probably the decor is a little bit tired. Probably could do with a bit of a refresh, but don't let that put you off on the food at all. No, Claire says don't judge. And we found this before with Indian restaurants, so yeah, really, really nice food. So if you are after an Indian, Google masala in Bridlington and you won't be disappointed.
Certainly not.
It's our last full day here at Bridlington. So Claire and Darcy May went down to the local sort of farm shop, tea rooms, that sort of stuff, which is a short walk from the site. So they're going to take me down there. They're just getting their coats and things on ready. So they're going to take me for a wander down there. So that's where we're heading off very, very shortly. This is the main drive in and out of the site. Hopefully you can hear me and it's not too windy. But I don't think I've shown this in any of the vlogs yet. So I thought I'd give you a show. Just at the bottom is the main road. We're going to turn right to go to the tea rooms. So here we are. It's just a short walk up, probably 10 minutes or so from the caravan site. Really quite an easy walk. It's called the Martin Manor Farm Shop and Tea Rooms. So we've got some donkeys there. We're going to take a wander inside. There's a little play area as well. What did you see here the other day, guys, when you came?
We saw donkeys.
Saw donkeys.
We saw sheep.
Sheep.
We saw pigs.
Pigs.
We saw some horses, but we didn't see the baby lambs because it wasn't in the pen.
And goats.
And
Oh,
goats.
some goats as well. Was that the play park?
Yeah, that's the play park and all of that.
It was lovely the other day when the sun was out.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the weather doesn't help today.
There was all umbrellas out. There was umbrellas and bits and pieces out, so
Yeah.
they've obviously removed them from the weather, but it's starting to rain.
But we got here in time.
But
We did.
it opens at 10. I don't think it's open Mondays though, Claire, is it?
Mondays and Tuesdays, is it closed?
I'm not sure.
Wednesday. Or is that the pub round the corner?
No, it might be the pub round the corner. But yeah, we're going to go and check this out.
You
See
do
where
have
we
to
go
wait
here.
here
Yeah, that's fine.
to be seated.
So we've come upstairs in the tea rooms. We're the only ones up here. It is quite busy downstairs, or busy enough. So there's, I think, this upstairs area. There's a downstairs. There's what? Sorry, Darcy May. Really nice. There's a conservatory downstairs.
Here is like a big setting and over here. Let me just show you.
So we've got a big area here.
So
Obviously, I would have thought during the summer months and that sort of stuff, it could potentially be very busy. I don't know whether you can see out there. There's like an outside seating conservatory area,
Well,
and then
that's a conservatory, but it's not. It's a bit like
sorry,
it's a
there's an
converted
outside
barn.
courtyard area, and then there's what they call like a conservatory area over there, and then an area.
It is warm in there. It's not a cold conservatory. It's
No.
a barn like this.
So we're going to go and order, and we'll come back to you in a bit. So we're just going to walk downstairs from upstairs. As you know, we've sat up here and had some breakfast. Very nice as well. Great food. So as we wander down the stairs into the main area, so there's another seating area here. And then we've got the farm shop this way as well. So quite a selection of things here in the farm shop. Gifts and food and produce, all that sort of thing. And the counter with the menu, but the food's been great. Food's really, really nice. And then the toilets after this one. So we're just leaving now the Manor Farm farm shops and tea rooms. Yeah, enjoyable. Food's good, reasonably priced. Definitely worth a visit if you're in this area. Or you're looking for something to do, take a wander down from the caravan site. Obviously at the minute the weather's a little bit grim, as you can see, a little bit wet and rainy. So I'm sure there'd probably be more to do if the weather was a little bit better. So we're going to take a wander back to the caravan site.
Biking when you're ready.
Well, one of the untold stories, it's not very told very often about caravanning, is the packing up in the rain. Thankfully we saw the forecast and got the awning down last night, and I'm kind of just doing the last few bits now, so it's not too bad, but it can be a bit of a pain packing up in the rain. Blimey, that was an interesting one. I suppose it's one of those things. Claire's laughing at me.
It's caravan life.
Caravan life, definitely caravan life.
You can't moan.
One of my recommendations would be for any caravanner, particularly if you're going to be caravanning all year round, is carry a set of waterproofs with you that are easy at hand. We were lucky, we saw the weather forecast and we packed the awning and everything else away last night, but you've still got the water, the barrel, the toilets, the electric, hitching up, all that sort of stuff to do. As you can see, it's particularly grim and wet, but we've had a great time. I've obviously had to go to work. Claire and Darcy may have coped well without me, but I did come back, Darcy May. Yeah, I did come back.
Now I'm going home and Daddy's got another bird.
Now I'm going home. So we've just left Bridlington caravan site. We'll probably catch up with you just before we get back to Nottingham. Well, we've just about come to the end of our adventure, our week away in Bridlington at the Caravan and Motorhome Club site. It's been an interesting drive back, I must admit. We're not too far away from home now, probably about 10-15 minutes, but probably for about 3/4 of the journey back it's been absolutely torrential rain on small A roads and obviously on the motorways, that sort of thing as well. So been interesting driving, but we took it steady. We took it nice and easy and haven't encountered any problems. You see the normal sort of idiots on the road, but hey ho, let them crack on. So yeah, we've had a good one. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you don't mind, please subscribe, like and share, and hit the notification bell. That will notify you when we put out more vlogs. So thanks very much again. That's another one from Caravan Escapades, and we'll see you on the next one.